Okay, so summertime and yes, warmer weather. So many of you will be heading out in the garden, and a day out in the garden ended painfully for one La Jolla woman. I found out she did what many others have done, and it landed her in the hospital. There's a sense of calm in Diane Barrel's garden. That's why she never expected what happened to her one day back in late March.
Okay, these are the gloves. I'm still afraid to put these on.
But for 10 years, Diane fought her fear.
And then I put it on just like this, and it better not be in here right now.
For the first time, Diane decided to use gloves to trim her rose bushes that day. 20 minutes later,
I felt a pinprick, and I thought I had been pricked by one of these thorns.
30 minutes later,
In my left arm, I feel like I have a hot razor that's going through my fingers and up my arm.
We both thought immediately heart attack.
an hour later, John rushed his wife to the hospital.
The emergency room doctor, when I told her the sequence of events, knew exactly what it was, that I'd been bitten by a black widow.
For some people, a black widow bite may go unnoticed. For others, it can be extremely painful. Diane and her husband were surprised to find out the hospital had no anti-venom.
Apparently, it's been in short supply for a long time, and the doctor said, well, if there were an anti-venom, your problem would be solved.
Meaning her pain would be gone in 15 minutes. Instead, Diane's extreme pain lasted 2 days.
I could not sleep at all the first night and hardly the second night.
Her fingers remained swollen for a week and a half.
I have 2 bites.
A black widow spider web is usually about a foot from the ground, and if you look closely at its pattern, it's more erratic in nature than symmetrical like most other webs.
Oh, a black widow!
Diane knows black widows still lurk in the garden and knows they are important to the ecosystem.
Be careful and think about what you're doing, and don't leave your gloves outside or your shoes outside.
Black widows love dark, secluded, cluttered areas. If you encounter one, remember, they're more likely to escape rather than bite. Robert Santos, 10 News.